Welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. This is Mike, and I'm here with Paul.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we acknowledge today is a massive, massive day. Matter of fact, this day is so important to millions of people around the world, this should be a national holiday. Businesses should be closed. Federal buildings should be closed. Schools, hospitals should even be closed. So we can all celebrate that is Star Wars and can take 50 hours of content and squeeze it into a 24-hour period. Mike, what are we talking about today?
Today, on this glorious May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
We are bringing you the top 10 list of the greatest Star Wars characters of all time.
You know, when we came up with this idea 3 months ago, and thank God we gave ourselves 3 months to prepare for this video, we did market research. There were polls taken out. We did quizzes on our Facebook page. We dove deep into the fandom and in our hearts to find out which 10 characters. Now, normally I would put this up for debate, but Mike, this is no debate. This is the gold standard of top 10 favorite Star Wars characters.
That's right. Your list doesn't count.
Nope, only this one. And this will go into the halls of the Congress Library. So, number 10. Now, these two characters, they made the sequel trilogy. Their romance brightened the stars. And we only have one word for them, and that's Reylo. They were my motivation through the entire sequel trilogy.
Coming in at number 9, Rio Durant. This saga would not ever be complete with our four-armed Adranian pilot who lived during the reign of the Galactic Empire. Durant carried out dangerous missions alongside the scoundrel Tobias Beckett for years and was good-natured and up for any challenge.
Now, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Rio make Han Solo and Poe look like amateurs when it comes to flying a spaceship?
Oh, fools.
Yes.
Absolute fools.
All right, coming number 8 is probably the most powerful military mind ever to hit Star Wars. I mean, no Moff Gideon, nothing. Grand Moff Tarkin, nothing. Admiral Akbar looks up to this man as motivation, and that's our favorite General Hux.
Coming in at number 7, Dr. Cornelius Evazan was the human from the planet Alsakan who was a promising cosmetic surgeon until he became gripped by madness and began practicing creative surgery on his patients, leaving his victims horrifically disfigured. Now, this is the guy that Luke and Obi-Wan encountered in the cantina in A New Hope.
You know, if that old man would not have cheated and pulled out that lightsaber, he could have taken both of them. Hands down.
Oh, for sure.
Hands down.
For sure.
Hands down. Now, going to the moon planet of Endor, we have Return of the Jedi. And you know what? We had the whole, courtroom scene with Luke fighting Darth Vader. We had the space battle, all this menial, stupid stuff. But I wanted more Ewoks in my movie. I wanted an entire movie of just Ewoks fighting the Empire because those guys had it going on. Thank you, Ewoks, for your contribute to Star Wars.
Number 5, Bib Fortuna.
Oh.
Those attempting to do business with Jabba the Hutt first needed to maneuver past this pasty-faced major domo, the Twi'lek, Bib Fortuna. The darkly robed attendant often hovered near Jabba's ear, offering advice and feeding information. There's no way. We wouldn't have Return of the Jedi without this guy.
He was the power behind the throne.
No question.
No question. Coming number 4, now probably, there's all these Star Wars movies out there. And I have to say, the one movie that I have every line memorized, word for word, is the Star Wars Holiday Special. I mean, Life Day for me is more important than Christmas. And what better represents that than Chewbacca's family? I mean, they were wholesome. They were beautiful. I mean, they make the Leave It to Beaver family look like punks.
Yeah, and they should have been in the original trilogy throughout.
They should have been in every Star Wars movie, Mike.
Coming in at number 3, Lobot, also known by the nickname Lo, was a male human from the planet Bespin, who, with the assistance of his AJ-6 cyborg construct, was paid to run the battlefield calculations for the Galactic Empire.
And
Now, Lando really was just a puppet. I mean, this guy was
totally.
the
I mean, deal. again, right back with Bib Fortuna. What are they doing? I mean, these second-tier characters are really the intellectual powerhouse to the people they quote-unquote reported to, you know. But again, if it wasn't for Lobo, the Empire Strikes Back would have been a total bomb.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, 100%.
100%. Now, my favorite character, and this character makes number 2 on this list, and this 2 and 1 was tight, but my favorite Resistance fighter is Tico Rose. I mean,
She was brave and stunning.
Yes, and there was a level of grace about this character, and not to mention, she was probably one of the best written characters of all of Star Wars. The best.
Probably of all time.
Of you know what? Of literature, art, yes, I would have to admit she is the best written character ever. Rose, I wish you were a real person, because if you were, I would fight for your hand in marriage. And here for honorable mentions.
And now it brings us to number 1.
Drum roll, drum roll.
This wasn't. I think out of this entire list, this choice here probably took the least amount of time. I think that this list was created
Exactly.
based on this idea.
I was going to say that exact same thing, Mike. So, Mike, who is our number 1 favorite Star Wars character of all time?
Of all time, probably in movie history, all time, a clumsy, well-meaning Gungan outcast from Naboo, Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, oh my hero! I mean, literally, he made The Phantom Menace my favorite Star Wars movie outside the Christmas special.
Probably of all time.
Yeah. You know, I don't care about Senate debates or lightsaber fights. I need me some more Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, I mean, this lovable Gungan, he struggled to prove his worth throughout his entire life. You know, putting his awkward past behind him, he left the swamps of Naboo to enter the even murkier waters of Coruscant politics. I mean, what could be more honorable than that?
If it wasn't for him, come on, Palpatine never would have made it to the Chancellor position.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Jar Jar.
We'd have no movies.
We would have no
that'd be the end of
Empire.
it.
We have no Empire. We'd have no. He is the focus point of everything that is Star Wars. So, Mike, while we wrap up, do you have any last parting words for our top 10 most favorite Star Wars characters of all time?
Well, there's no question that this is the definitive list, and cementing its validity with Jar Jar Binks, who, you know, was also a Sith Lord behind the scenes. I think he really controlled the whole thing, the whole show. And, you know, there you have it. Happy 4th. May the 4th be with you.
And normally I say, hey, what's your top 10 list in the comment section below? But I'm not going to ask it this time. Since we only had 10 slots available, what are your top favorite characters of all time when it comes to Star Wars? Let's continue the conversation in the comments section. Smash that like button. There's no way in hell anyone would even consider smashing the dislike button on this video. And for future content, subscribe. So, Mike, with that being said, peace out.